guys, and today I am filming tips for starting your own YouTube channel. I'm doing this because it's really good for people who are contemplating whether to do a channel or just starting their own and they're struggling. So I thought I'll do 6 tips for you and I hope they're helpful. Number 1 is stop comparing yourselves to others. Now when you first start YouTube, you automatically presume your content to another person's content. It does not matter, everyone's content's going to be different. As long as you're doing what you love, don't compare it to others. There's always going to be people with different channels like that may do the same kind of style to you, but it's actually different to you, particularly your content and the way you edit it, how it's put up. 2 is do what you love. Now there's nothing worse, I've experienced this myself when I did gaming videos and at the time I enjoyed it. However, the editing process wasn't so great. Personally, this is me, and it wasn't suited to me. So do something you love doing it and enjoy the editing process, and if you don't enjoy it, then simply YouTube isn't for you. But I recommend doing a subject, whether that's gaming, whether that's sport, like filming sport videos, doing collaborations, doing advice videos, doing any type of videos, doing a thing you love doing. Otherwise you're not going to enjoy it, and doing something you enjoy doing while doing something you love doing anyway, it makes YouTube a whole lot more enjoyable. YouTube basically, because you're enjoying doing it. Number 3 I want to say, don't worry about having the best camera. Now this is one of the worries that everyone has when you start YouTube. Use a phone if you have to. I've used a phone and it's got me by like 2 years, 3 years it was. It's suited. Don't worry about the phone, like having to use whatever. As long as you're using something with a camera that's good enough quality, then you're fine. You don't have to spend thousands and hundreds just on a camera. You can get by easily with just a phone or a little camera like this. So don't worry about that, because as long as you have something to get you by, then it's fine. Number 4 is use simple editing software. Now myself, when I started YouTube, I wanted to go all out on editing software, use MacBook type of editing software, even though I don't have a MacBook, but you get the point. And that wasn't best, and that is not best. Use an editing software which is simple, easy, and help you, rather than going all out complicated, not understanding how you're editing. And to this day I still use Movie Maker to edit my videos, and I've been using that for 3 years and it's got me by. So even if you use that, then use that. At least it's better than spending ridiculous money not knowing what you're doing, how you're doing it, or anything like that. Unless you have the experience or editing experience, then for sure go all out. But if you don't, I would definitely go for something simple where you feel like and you know what you're doing, because that's best to know what you're doing. Tip number 5 is do collaborations. Now this was one of the ones that I found personally the hardest, because as simple as you may think doing collaborations, because you have to plan them, and when you actually go to film them, the person with you may not do YouTube, or you know what I mean, so it can be awkward. However, doing a video with someone else, not only is it more fun and it's more enjoyable, and you can have more fun looking back on it, and it's more social, and I would definitely recommend doing collaborations. It's the hardest one to do because you have to plan it, arrange to meet with a person and everything like that. However, it's totally worth it, and yeah, do collaborations. I recommend doing collaborations, and do it with a person that you know is trustworthy, as in feels comfortable with it. Don't force them to do it, and do it with a person that ultimately is happy to put the video up and knows you well. I guess, because you're putting a video up for the both of you, so it's got to work out both ends. Tip number 6 is don't let the negative comments get to you. Now when you first start YouTube, you're gonna get comments, whether they're nice or not. Like, that is inevitable with YouTube. There's going to be people who won't like your content, which is absolutely fine, and you have to be ready to learn to deal with the comments, whether they're, as I said, positive or negative. They're always going to happen, because there are people in this world who don't give one about other people's feelings, don't care about what they say, basically just don't care, and I don't understand it myself. However, you're gonna get these, don't let them get to you. It's a number 1 tip for me personally for when you start YouTube, because when you start YouTube you're not prepared. Like, you're not prepared. I certainly wasn't, and you need to learn. You learn as you go, kind of thing, but it's good to be able to like know what to expect, because there's going to be people who won't like content. That's fine, just don't watch it. But like, whatever happens, don't let it get to you, because it's really not worth it, and don't let it stop you from putting up the videos you love doing. And when you start YouTube, the last thing you want is someone commenting, so just don't let it get to you at all. Like, try not to let it get to you. And basically, not everyone is going to like it. That's the thing in life. No one's going to like something, so just not everyone's going to like it. But yeah, that is my tips for when you start YouTube. I really hope they're helpful, and if you want to, and if you enjoyed this video, if you want to, give it a thumbs up, and feel free, and if you want to, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, do what makes you happy. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you love doing. Work hard for what you want in life. Be determined. Don't knock others down, lift them up, and do more makes you happy. And yeah, stay positive. And I've forgotten another quote I said, but yeah, good.